Hello again, students. It's your favorite teacher, Miss H, and today I'm talking about conclusions. So, good job if you've made it this far. I'm sure your papers are really good. I'm excited to read them. I feel like you all have really upgraded your writing, and I'm really proud of you all. So, conclusions, this will be short and sweet. Pretty basic. You will be writing your conclusion in triangle format, just like you did your introduction. So you'll be writing it with the triangle format. But your conclusion is different from your introduction because instead of starting out with the vague general information and getting narrower to your thesis, like your introduction is, your conclusion is going to be the opposite. So it's not going to be the upside down triangle, it's going to be the right side up triangle, and you're going to start with your thesis. You're going to start with the really narrow information, and then your conclusion will end with the more vague, general, broad information. And I'll show you a picture of what I mean in a moment. But just know your conclusion is different because instead of your thesis statement being at the end, like it is in your introduction, it's going to be the beginning. So your introduction ends with your thesis statement. Your conclusion will start with your thesis statement. So that's how it's different. So again, your conclusion is going to begin with your thesis.
Okay, so you probably recognize this. This is the triangle format that you started your introduction with. For our conclusions, we're turning that triangle around. We're turning it right side up, and this is how you're gonna write your conclusion. So you're still following triangle format, but instead of starting with the vague general information, you're going to start with your thesis statement. Then you're gonna move to more specific information about your topic, and then you'll end with the vague general information. And I'll talk more specifically about exactly how you wanna end it in a minute. But right now, I want you to flip over your sheet to on the side with the triangle and mark this in here. So for your conclusion, you're starting with the thesis, then you'll go to more specific information about your topic, and you're gonna end with the vague general information. So I'll give you a few moments to write this down. Okay, and no, your conclusion is really important because it's the last thing the reader is going to read. It's the last statement you can make about your topic. So we've talked a lot about purpose. Well, for this paper, you're the author. So what is your purpose for this paper? Are you trying to educate? Are you trying to tell a story? Are you trying to describe something that happened? You need to think about what your purpose is. And you need to make sure that by your conclusion, by the end of your conclusion, you've reached that purpose, okay? So your conclusion is, again, really important because it's the last thing the reader is gonna read. It's your last chance to make sure you've reached your purpose. That if you're trying to educate your reader, you've educated them. Or if you're trying to tell your story, you've told your story. Me, personally, I really like to end my conclusions with something hopeful, something educational, or something powerful. You all are writing about really serious topics, right? What happened with Henrietta Lacks, what happened during slave experiments, people with sickle cell anemia. You all are writing about really important things. So end your conclusion with something hopeful, something powerful, something inspiring, something that will leave the reader walking around going, wow, walking away thinking, wow, I'm really happy I read that paper. I learned a lot, okay? So now go ahead, fill in the last few questions on your sheet, and let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the videos. Good work, and I'll be excited to read these papers on Tuesday. Okay, bye.